So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm about to go on a hike, but it is raining really hard, so I figured I'll do a video real quick and talk about something that I kind of have been putting off, and I don't know, it's a little controversial, I suppose. And it's not the advice that most people would give, but I feel like it's the advice that I would give to my daughter. It's the advice I would give to my younger self. It's really sound, logical advice, and it's not PC, it's not politically correct, it's not what I feel like mainstream would tell you, but I'm gonna tell you from experience and just my thoughts on everything. So the subject matter of this video is it best to be career-minded or career focus or family focus early on or early in your life? And you know, a lot of people will lead with being career focused, getting your career together and things like that, and I'm telling you, I feel that that is the wrong approach, especially when it comes to feminine energy and femininity. That is a complete wrong approach when it comes to life. And be honest, just be real, you know. And I think that a lot of people are like, you know, build your career, focus on your career early on, and you know, focus on that, and then think about family. But that doesn't even make sense, really. You know, I think it's important to really look at things and see that being family focused and early in your life is more important. And I have several reasons why I feel this way. Being marriage and family focused in the beginning, you know, a lot of people have these arguments about if you're a stay-at-home mom and you know, focus on your family, what if something were to happen to your husband, and you know, these kind of things, what are you supposed to do? And I'm like, why are you leading with negativity in the first place? That is a lack mindset, and to live in a lack mindset is just not the way to live. It truly isn't. If you're going to live in a lack mindset and a doom and gloom mindset, you need to rethink that, honestly. And so a lot of arguments are, okay, focus on your career, you know, all this stuff, don't be reliant on a man, be a working mom, and this kind of thing. I think that we're losing a sense of what's really important. You know, I understand because I had adopted this mindset myself. Would I do it? You know, the way that my life ended up, and I say that it was all God, that I ended up becoming a stay-at-home mom, being able to raise my children and be home with my children. But it wasn't by choice. It was something I kind of was forced into, but I'm so glad I did, because honestly, I would regret it. And this is why I give this advice. I would regret it if I didn't have that opportunity, because you can't get time back. You can't get your children, you know, being in your children's lives, you can't get those things back. However, that job and career will always be there. That's the big difference. Like, being there for my kids, for the little things and the big things and the stuff like that, and actually being present and having that connection. Not saying that you can't. Well, honestly, you can't do that being a working mom. Like, for real, like, let's just be real and not, like, so PC about it, and, like, have an honest, open communication, right? You can't be, because I was a working mom. I had a very stressful corporate job where I was trying to balance being a new mother and my career, and it was challenging. I literally got 2 good quality hours with my children each day, and I literally was paying someone else to raise my children in those earlier years. And then my husband got deployed, and we PCS. If you don't know what that is, with the military, they moved us to a different area. So we moved to a different state and area, And the place that we ended up, was depressed. Like, he was doing recruiting and there was no job market whatsoever. And so we made a decision for me to stay home, and I don't regret it. I'm so glad that, and I was kind of forced. I didn't want to. And I'm so glad that I did. And I still live by that today, because I see the value in connection and being present and being able to be family oriented first and things like that. Now, a lot of people put their careers first because of money and wanting to do things and money. And it's really fueled by money. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna lie. I like money. Money is my friend. I love money. Money loves me. And there's nothing wrong with wanting a lot of money and being wealthy and things like that. But the play that I value is family first, putting a lot of stock on getting married and family in your earlier life. And if you work it right, you can build something together that, especially if you're family oriented, if you want to get married and stuff, you can build something and think business wise and have it where, like, investing, and have it where that you both don't have to work in the future. Like, if you do it right, because you can go out and be career focused and things like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what feels good to you and you choose that for your life, there's nothing wrong with that. But a different play could be where you are family oriented in the beginning in your early life, and as your children get older, you start doing the wealth move and start investing in properties and developing businesses, buying businesses and things like that. You two together and build an empire where you both are more free. And so you don't have to work, because eventually in a career, you're going to hit a ceiling anyways. You're going to hit a ceiling anyways. Why not do the long-term play and work on wealth generation and wealth building, where you both become free and not tied to a job or career, and you're building wealth not only for your present family but your future generations. And that's how I look at it. It's like connection, family, being present for your kids, being present in your marriage and supporting each other, being emotionally there, and all those kind of things are really, really, truly important. Connection is important. These kind of things, being present, is so important in your children's lives. They're not going to, when it comes to your kids, they're not going to be like, mommy she achieved this, and this at her job. I'm so proud of her. They're going to remember the things in which you were being present for, and how you were as a family and your family dynamic. And if you do the long-term play and think about generational wealth, we're talking about freedom and pulling you away from a career. So it's like, a lot of times people get in this habit of like, okay, I'm going to work on my career, and then they get to a point in their career, in their especially for women, in their mid 30s, late 30s, early 40s or something like that, and then they want to think about family. That's a tougher play. That is a challenging play. Let's be real. So I think that is important to focus on marriage and family and earlier in your life versus later. Reverse the career thing, and if you want to have a career, that's fine. I personally would rather just have the money and think about generational wealth and building wealth and getting into real estate, investing in businesses and things like that, where my partner and I are both free, and we can travel, and we raise a beautiful family, and then we can travel the world and do that kind of stuff in our 40s, and we have this great wealth and freedom because we've been there for our kids and things like that. Like, I just think that the focus it's wrong. And, you know, I say wrong meaning that it depends on what you truly want out of your life, because we all want different things, right? But if you want a family, if you want marriage, I say focus on that in the early in your life, you know, in your youth. Like, you know, having children, it's easier. Let's be real. It's easier on your body. It's easier on you. You have more energy, especially when it comes to kids. It's just easier. And so doing that family focused thing earlier in your life, I feel like will help you, because a lot of times people focus on the career first, you know, early in their life because of the money thing. I want to have enough money for a family. I want to have enough money for the house. I want to have enough money. But like, think about this. It's like, if you are a stay-at-home mom, and not saying that you have to be, because you don't. I'm just saying that this is something that can work. You're a stay-at-home mom, and you're in your feminine energy. You're being able to rest in your feminine energy. That frees up you space, mental space, to come up with different ways in which your family, your partner, and you can invest, build wealth, these kind of things. That is really important when it comes to longevity, generational wealth, and things like that. If you are career focused and giving your time and energy to someone else in a career, then you don't have the time. You could, but it's difficult. When you have the freedom to really look at long term and focus on your own family, your own empire, building your own wealth, it's a completely different play. And I hope this is making sense. I truly feel focusing on family, you know, having babies, especially when it comes to women, and having babies early on, and marriage, and finding a quality man, husband, is so important early on, you know. And if you want to have a career, guess what? The job and career will always be there. It will always be there. It'll still be there. Like, it has not gone away. And that's why I say, and again, I'm just a big fan of playing the long game, playing the long-term generational thing. Whereas, like, you're not having to stress about money or, you know, security, being in your own, like, in your own career and things like that. You're able to rest and be free and have that mental space that allows you guys to really build something, find your passions, and actually build something significant for your own family. To me, that is just I don't want to say it is the play that feels the best, I feel. And I wanted to share that. I know it's not what a lot of people are saying nowadays. You know, it's easier to get married early on. You don't want to, I personally, like, why would you want to wait until you set up in your career? He needs to worry about that, to be honest. He needs to worry about that. But I know it's not what a lot of people say, but it has to be said, because we need to have these real conversations. This is what I would say to my daughter. That's all for this video, because my phone is about to cut off because of my memory. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. I'll check you guys in the next video.